Hello everybody, my name is Superscrull, welcome to Pokemon Black version, but it's not just Black version, it's Pokemon Blaze Black. What that is, if you don't know, is actually a ROM hack for the game, and yeah, so I've been playing, well, I'm going to talk a lot, and I have lots to say about this. This is going to also be a Nuzlocke, I forgot to say, this is a Nuzlocke as well, so let's just start a new game, and I'll talk over, because we've seen this all before. But yeah, Blaze Black and Volt White, it's a ROM hack for the game. I've never been a really big fan of ROM hacks, you know, just because, you know, whatever. But yeah, I've been playing lots of Pokemon games. I really want to bring Pokemon back to the channel. It's been a while, sort of. I don't know how long it's been, honestly, but yeah. So I've said we've seen this all before. I've done the series. I don't recommend checking it out just because it's not phenomenal. But I'm gonna go play through the game. Scroll. I'm gonna just use the mouse for this because it'll be easier. Doop, 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 doop. Right, so yeah, ROM hacks are not really my thing, but I've sort of been bored of playing the original, you know, vanilla games-ish, but I don't want to use, like, cheat. People say, okay, use cheats then, right? But cheats just make the game even easier, which makes them even more boring. Like, I want a little bit of difficulty, and I'll tell you something, this pack actually does get quite difficult. I've played a little bit of it. The trainer fights are harder, they're higher level wild Pokemon. The gym fights are so much harder. And considering this is a Nuzlocke, I don't expect to get very far. And the thing is, I'm not gonna like do a whole series through it. I'm gonna do as far as I get with the Nuzlocke because I'll probably end up dying pretty soon on. I wouldn't recommend. I wouldn't even be mad if I didn't make it past the second gym, because the second gym, all the gyms are just way harder. So I mean, like, all the gym leaders have 6 Pokemon now, and they've been changed to either triple battles or rotation battles, which make things so much more confusing and complicated. And yeah, and also one thing I should mention is that I'm also sick of using these starters. I've used Gen 5 starters all the time because I play Gen 5 a lot. My throat. I really like Gen 5. So I've randomized the starters. I've randomized nothing but the starters. Because how the ROM hack works is basically it does make it possible to get all 650 Pokemon up until Gen 5 in the game. So I don't really need to randomize like the routes or anything like that because I can get any Pokemon. Well, sorry, it's not any Pokemon anywhere. They make it make sense. Like if you're in a cave, you can get Zubat and etc., etc. But and they also make it so that you you don't have to trade. You know, Pokemon that evolve through trading, you don't have to do that. They've changed it so that you can you do it another way. Like you don't have to trade a Scyther with a metal coat to get a Scizor. You can just like evolve it or level it up during the day with a metal coat, and it should get a Scyther. Scizor. Sorry, yeah, Scizor. Yeah, and there's lots of other changes too, like Pokemon, some moves are different, like Strength is now a rock type instead of normal type, and some Pokemon are different types, and their stats are different and things like that, so it can be challenging because you don't know what to expect. Let's see what randomized Pokemon we've got. And if you get this message, that means you have the right version. It's the ROM hack Blaze Black. Blaze Black, right? That's what it's called? Did I say Blaze Blue? I might have said Blaze Blue. I don't know. Blaze Black. Yeah. So let's see what kind. Hopefully it randomized the Pokemon. I don't know if it did. Yep, it did. Okay, so we have a Cubchoo, a Shuppet, and a. Oh my God, it's legendary. Okay. I never explained the rules of Nuzlocke, so let me go over it for a second here. Right, so rules of Nuzlocke. Basically, if your Pokemon dies, it's dead, it's gone. You have to release it or put it in a special PC box that says dead or whatever, and so you can't use it again. So if you lose all your Pokemon, that means you obviously lost the game. Other things, you can only catch the first Pokemon you find on every route, and then the rest of the Pokemon on the route are a bust. You can't catch them. And some other rules that you can apply to are like the dupes clause. If you find a Pokemon that you've already have, you get a chance to do it again to get another one from that route. And other stuff. So you can add your own rules, like item clause. You can only use a certain amount of items per battle or whatever. I'm not gonna do that because the game's pretty hard already, and I'm not very careful when it comes to my Pokemon. Like I'll probably end up losing a lot of Pokemon. Now wait, I never had any intention of using a legendary because I didn't expect to get one at any point in the game, and I was gonna have a legendary clause where I can catch the legendary Pokemon. I'm not gonna use them, but I could catch them. But obviously I'm gonna go with the legendary Pokemon as a starter. That'll make this like not easy per se, but but oh my God, that's amazing. Oh my God, the text is so slow, right? And it's almost gonna do like shiny claws. If I find a shiny Pokemon, I'm gonna catch it. Stuff like that. So, I mean, I'm trying to think of all the rules that I want to use right off the beginning so it doesn't seem like I'm cheating when I make a new rule or like tell you a new rule later on. But that's basically how I'm just going to go. So I'm not going to use any other legendaries on my team if I catch them, but I am going to catch them if I can because I think I have to. Like, I have to catch the Zekrom or the Reshiram because it's just part of the game. So, yeah. The text is so slow. Oh my god. I need to up that, like, now. Why is everything going so slow? Can I please speed you up, or is this just how... I have Rest and Confusion. Nice. Is it just me, or are things going really slow? I don't know. Maybe I'm just used to fast forwarding. Cause I usually don't play if if I'm playing it, I'm gonna fast forward it because why not? Like, why would I want it to go slow? I love fast forwarding. I'm gonna be guilty of doing it a lot in this series, which is kind of boring to watch, I know. But like a lot of the trainer fights, they're so long because they're high level Pokemon, so you can't just one shot them. And they're also they all have a ton of Pokemon. Like, it's not just like 1 or 2 Pokemon. It's like 5 or 6. Wow. Skrull, you're gonna be an awesome... I'm not gonna read all the text, obviously, because, I mean, we've been through this. We've done this adventure. I'm here to get a new experience, and that is using different Pokemon, doing a Nuzlocke, and hopefully not sucking too bad. Again, I'm not gonna feel bad if I die, like, really early on. Hopefully I can make it past the first gym. Like, it's, like... It's pretty challenging. I played through, like, the first 6 gyms, I want to say. Or, like, without the randomizer, though. I used like, a Tepig or whatever, and some other... I didn't use a Nuzlocke, though, either. I died a lot. So, if that's any, you know, any sign, I'm not going to last very long in this. Nope. Mesprit, or Mesprit? I don't know how to say it. I'm not very familiar with those three, the Uxie or Uxie, the Mesprit, and what the other one is. I don't know how to pronounce them. They're 4th gen... They're 4th gen, I believe, right? They're 4th gen legendaries, and I'm not familiar with 4th gen very much, other than the starter Pokemon and, you know, Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina. So, yeah. So the Nuzlocke is gonna be cool, I think. I mean, I've been looking for more challenges in Pokemon because I'm normally just so overpowered because I'll use like one Pokemon for like the first 3 gyms. It'll become super over leveled, and then the rest of it just becomes easy. You know, and I don't know what Pokemon I want to use because I'm like, I could use that. It doesn't really matter because my main Pokemon is so strong anyway. So yeah. I imagine Mesprit's like pretty bulky, right? Like it's gonna have great stats because it's legendary. I should check them out. Okay, now we can finally up the text speed. Options. Fast, thank you. I don't know if I want to do set battle style. I don't think I'm gonna do that just yet, but because you could. That's also another thing you could do because set means you don't switch out after you kill Pokemon, so it can be difficult because then you have to waste a turn switching. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm not a big fan of that. I never played like that before, even on my own time. So, yeah. Another thing I think I'm going to do. So it's docile, which means I don't think it has any stat changes. Yeah, so it's got levitate. Okay, that's good. Yeah, it's got pretty, you know, pretty even stats across the board, you know? Like, it seems like speed's a little bit low, but special attack and special defense are, you know, and the defense and attack all seem like in the same range. You know, they're not a huge variation. I'm not sure how I feel about, you know, having a nature that doesn't affect stats, but I guess it's alright, because that means I could go with physical and special moves. I imagine it's gonna have a, you know, have slightly more special moves, because it's a psychic type. But actually, the defense is just like 1 point higher than special defense, which I mean... Well, shoot, I almost fell out of my chair. Oh my god, I leaned back for a second and... Oh, god, that's embarrassing. That's funny. I'm not sure if the game is running slow or if I'm just feeling that it's slow because I'm so used to fast forwarding it. I don't remember running this slow. I mean, obviously, this is an emulator. This is a ROM hack. You can't play a ROM hack on an actual DS. But I do own the game, like the non-ROM hacked version, non-hacked version of the game, so it's technically legal, right? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit slower than... I don't know if... Is it just me? Or is it actually running slower? It's hard to say. Ooh, phone. I can't believe you actually ran in the first episode of this. Oh, this guy's angry. No, 1,000 times no. But I'm a good trainer who got a Pokemon and everything. I can totally go on an adventure. But you can't because you're a woman. I'm kidding, obviously. But it's funny I say that because today's March 8th, which according to Google is International Women's Day. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm making a joke, okay? It's sexist, sure. But I have my own qualms with that whole mentality that we're not going to get into, because we're having fun. It's Pokemon, yay! I love Pokemon. I miss it, so that's why I keep playing it now. And I found these, so I was like against ROM hacks and whatnot, and I'm like, you know what? I should check them out. Because I saw, on Versus channel that, you know, Josh Jepson attacking toucans. Oh, sorry, he's actually not calling himself attacking toucans anymore. He's calling himself Tyler Cedarwall. So, yeah. So I guess I have to call him Tyler now. I love saying attacking toucans though. I mean, I thought it was a cool name. I guess he didn't like it or whatever. Anyway, so Josh Jepson attacking toucans and Game Boy Luke are all doing their Pokemon Let's Play, like a versus of it. So, ooh, what do I call it? Oh, there's another rule apparently. It's an unofficial rule of Nuzlocke that you name all your Pokemon. So you get attached to them and such, so you don't want them to die. Again, I'm very bad at not letting the Pokemon die because I just like, oh, I'll risk, you know, dying to do this attack and then I end up dying. And I'm not very careful, and I need to probably start doing that. I don't know. So it's a Mesprit, it's legendary, it's a psychic type, and it's got no gender obviously because it's a legendary. And no, I'm usually one to call my psychic type Pokemon Sabrina just after the first gym leader. The gym leader is like a gym leader in first gen, but it's lame. Let's call it ooh, I'm terrible with names, guys. I usually what I do when I'm playing the game by myself is I just make up a random sound and I do that. I'll put like me on. You know what? Meon. Sure. I don't know. Right, so Game Boy Luke, blah blah blah. So I was looking at that. I'm already subscribed to like Josh Jepson and Hacking Toucan. So Tyler Cedarwall. So I'm calling him Attacking Toucans. Okay, I don't care if he wants to call himself. I mean, I'm just used to saying Attacking Toucans and thinking about him like that. Anyway, so I'm already subscribed to them. Blah blah blah. I like their stuff. But this Game Boy Luke I've never heard of, so when I watched the versus, I'm like, oh, this guy is very interesting. I went to his channel, checked out his stuff. He does basically mostly Pokemon. Like he does, I think that's almost all Pokemon. And I saw he had a bunch of ROM hacks like Liquid Crystal, Volt White, Blaze Black, and some other stuff. So I was like, you know, I'll check it out, see if I like it. I watched it. I'm like, I looked it up. You know, I read what it does, what it changes. I'm like, that's interesting. I checked it out a little bit. I'm like, hey, it's challenging. It doesn't change the game in like, you know, drastically. It just adds more Pokemon and makes it more difficult and changes the types of some moves and stuff. But I'm okay with that actually. And it also changes the items so that you find like better items early on. Like if you don't get metal coats and like you don't get stuff like Prism Scale or Metal Coat or anything like that. I think until like after the Elite Four, but now you can get that earlier on. So that's actually good. I haven't been paying attention to how long this episode's been going on, so I don't know. I want to get through all the tutorials today, but I don't know how long that is. And also, I don't know what the layout's going to look like. I don't know, like I normally do the layout where I have both screens the same size next to each other, but I mean, there's no information on the second screen. So there really is. Do I not have the running shoes yet? Do I seriously not have the running shoes yet? I'm hitting the button, it's not working, so I don't know. Yeah, anyways, I usually have, there's no information on the second screen, so there really is no reason to have it the same size. Another reason I've done that before in the past is I simply didn't know how to break them up and, you know, change the size. Because it's an emulator, right? So the screens are together naturally, so I'd have to like crop them and either render one side by itself or do some magic wizardry, and that's like I didn't know how to do it before. So I mean, I think I have a way of figuring. I mean, I can figure it out now. I know how to use Premiere or Vegas, whichever I choose to edit with. I can figure it out. I'm gonna fast forward through this just because it's a tutorial. I don't need to see this. You know, like we've seen this a million times in every game. But what's the point? Yeah. So, I don't know what the layout's gonna look like, you know, how I'm gonna do it. But I'll figure it out. You know, I don't even know if I'm gonna want to do this series. I'm gonna record recording this first episode to see if I like it, or see if I don't die in this episode. Like, if I die in the first episode, like, what's the point of posting it? I'll just re-record it. Alrighty, they're talking so much. Good lord. Stop talking. Please. Yes, goodbye, go. Can I get... Do I not have my running shoes? Is that another thing that I've gotten? When do I get running shoes? Oh, maybe she gives it to me when I'm heading out after I beat the first gym. I don't know. The encounter rate in 5th gen is ridiculous, and we all know it. Here's Pidgey. So normally you can get Patrat and whatchamacallit on this route, right? But now because it's included all gen Pokemon, you can get all the common Pokemon you normally get, like Pidgey, Rattata, Zigzagoon, Bidoof. I don't know how to say it. Again, it's 4th gen. I'm not familiar with it. I'm not super familiar with it. I'm familiar with most Pokemon in 4th gen just because they exist in other games, and I've played part like Platinum, but it's not like a big thing. That's, you know. Yay, potion! Yeah, so I'm not a big thing with 4th gen. I don't really like Platinum, mainly because it's on a really slow engine, and that of all things, it just sounds like petty. Like, what? Like, it's so slow, and they put Soul Silver and Heart Gold in that same engine. It's so slow. Like, why? It just irritates me to the core that it's so slow. And this is actually running really slow too, and I don't know if that's the emulator, or if that's just how it goes. I think it's the emulator, right? Because I'm recording it and all that. I don't remember it being this slow. That's a critical hit, and that did 7 damage? I mean... I guess that means I'm kind of bulky. I mean, that didn't do, like, no damage, but it didn't do that much. Not being... Oh my god, yeah, like I said, the counter rate in this is just ridiculous. Okay, let's fast forward through this, okay? I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Wait, I had a berry on me? Oh no, I didn't. Am I gonna kill myself because I fell asleep? Is that really what's gonna happen? Oh boy. Oh no. This is that was dangerous. Okay, that was dangerous. I can't be doing that. I have a bicycle? Oh yeah, you get the bicycle right at the beginning. That's what happens. You get the bicycle right at the beginning. Why am I not using that? Wrong button. There we go, bicycle. Tring tring. That was completely useless. I'm gonna have to grind levels off screen because things get hard. Things get really difficult. Oh, they think I have an Oshawott. That's funny because I chose the Oshawott side, but it's a Mesprit. I don't even know how to say it. Mesprite? I don't even know. Okay, now she's gonna talk even more about the Pokemon Center, and I think I should just honestly fast forward through it because this is a boring episode. It's gonna be there's no way around it. It's just like, hey, tutorials and stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna I don't care. Just talk. Honestly, it doesn't matter. No. And full disclosure, if I end up, like, I'm probably gonna if I don't die, I'm gonna end up losing a lot of Pokemon in my fights, and I'll have to get my other Pokemon and train them up a lot. So earlier on the game, I'll do legit training, I'll just run back and forth until the grass starts shaking, go in there, fight the Pokemon, etc., but later on, as I have less time, because I am busy with life, so later on, as I have to grind up a lot more, I am gonna maybe use experience cheats just to get more experience faster, because it's basically doing the exact same thing. I'm not gonna like cheat in items or anything like that. I'm just gonna cheat in experience basically. So I'll fight Pokemon and have them give me 2 times the experience or 4 times the experience or whatever. Wow, I spent all my money and I'm okay with that because I need the potions. And actually I shouldn't have done that because they're not selling whatchamacalls. They're not selling like paralyze heals or anything like that, but oh no. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna end the episode because when I go over there, I'm gonna have to fight N, aren't I? Am I gonna have to fight N? I think I am, right? N is super hard. His fights, I don't want to have to deal with that, so I'm gonna cut the episode, do some grinding off screen just to like level 10 or something. And that sounds high. It's not. N is super hard, okay? in every one of his fights, and so is Bianca, and so is Sharon, and so is all the gym leaders. Okay, so I'm not looking forward to it. So I'm gonna cut the episode, and yeah, train. So okay, anyway, let me just finish what I was saying quickly. So I might end up using cheats later on in the game. Early on, I'm gonna do it legit, but later on, if things get really tedious, I'm gonna start using cheats just so to don't get crazy and be like, ah, he's cheating. No, I'm just getting experience faster. I'm doing the exact same thing I would have in less time. Anyway, yeah. So hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like down below if you like the series, and I'll see you guys next time.